For number 10, it's going to ask us to complete the square, then leave your answer as a square of binomials. It's not going to make sense, so let me show it to you. First of all, we want to complete the square, okay? To complete the square, okay, what you have to do is you have to get incomplete. So let me show you a complete standard form. A complete standard form has the a, the x squared, plus the b, and the x plus the constant. This is complete right now. To make it incomplete, you have to get rid of the constant. Okay? This is now incomplete. This is what you need to get. So here, we're going to add 13 to both sides. This cancels, leaving you with an x squared plus 4x plus this gap is equal to 18. This is now incomplete. This is what we want. Okay? So now we complete the square. The b is equal to 4. Okay, we divide that by 2, that becomes 2. We square it, that becomes 4. This is the value that we're adding. So we're going to add 4 to the left, but we also have to add it to the right. Okay, this gets us x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equal to, I think, 22. Now you can factor it. Okay, you want to find two numbers here that multiplies to 4, that adds up to also 4. It's going to be 2 and 2. Okay, so in factored form, it is x plus 2. X plus 2 is going to be equal to 22. But notice that the two factors are the same. So you can write it together as x plus 2 squared is equal to 22. This is what they mean by a square of binomials. Okay, that's a square, 2, and x plus 2, that's the binomial. All right, so let's do b. First of all, we have to make this incomplete. Plus 14 to both sides. Okay, this cancels, leaving you with an x squared plus 6x plus this gap is equal to 8 plus 14. That is 22. Here, let's complete the square. So our b is 6. Divide that by 2, gets you 3. Square that, that is 9. So we're going to add the 9 to both sides. Add the 9 to both sides. Okay. The left side can factor. Okay. You're trying to find two numbers that multiply to make 9. That adds up to 6. And in this case, it is the 3. Right, they're going to be the same. So factor form, x plus 3, and going to be x plus 3, and 22 plus 9 is 31. All right. So here we can write it as x plus 3 squared is equal to 31. You want to leave it here. C. Okay, let's make this incomplete. So we're going to subtract 4 to both sides. We have to get rid of that constant to make it incomplete. X squared minus 4x gap is equal to -1. That b here is -4. So b is -4. We divide that by 2, getting you -2. We square it, gets us 4. 4 is the constant that we're adding to both sides. Okay, we can now factor the left. Two numbers that multiply to make the number 4 that adds up to the number -4. So in this case, it was -2, -2, -2, and -2. So it's x minus 2 and x minus 2. And that's going to be equal to -1 plus 4, which is just 3. Writing this together, you have x minus 2 squared is equal to 3. Let's do D. We want to make this incomplete. To make this incomplete, we add 11 to both sides. This cancels, leaving you with an x squared minus 8x plus this gap, that's why it's incomplete, is equal to 4 plus 11, which is 15. Let's complete the square here. Okay, the b is the -8. We divide that by 2, get you -4. We square that, -4 squared, it is 16. 16 is what we're adding to both sides to complete the square here. The left side, we can factor it. We're trying to find two numbers that multiply to make 16, two numbers that add up to -8. Those numbers are -4 and -4. factor form would be x minus 4 and x minus 4. On the right hand side, 15 plus 16, it is a 31, I believe. Yes. Okay. So here we write this as the square of binomials. X minus 4 squared is equal to 31. So there you go. Okay. This is how you factor. This is how you complete the square and write it as a square of binomials.